If that was their reaction to beating Colombia, what would happen if we actually won the thing? England fans took to the streets of Nottingham on Tuesday night to celebrate the dramatic penalty shootout victory over the South Americans, which took Gareth Southgate's team through to the World Cup semi-finals. And while some of the celebrations were over-exuberant, with one fan climbing on top of a Trentbarton Skylink bus which was hemmed in by fans on Friar Lane, there was a general feeling that fans had been good-natured. Police said that no arrests were made in the Friar Lane area, although they were investigating an incident of criminal damage on a police car. Inspector Anwar Ahmed said, "The football result last night was fantastic, and it's no surprise that the people of Nottingham joined the rest of the country in celebrating making it through to the quarter-finals of the World Cup. Football is one of the greatest tools in uniting a community, and a result like this has the ability to draw in big crowds who want to experience the glory. I was glad to see that the general atmosphere remained positive last night. However, it was disappointing to hear that people were putting themselves in danger by climbing on top of buses and standing in the way of traffic. Whilst this is a momentous occasion, not everyone wants to be caught up in the crowds. They may be rushing to get home to their children, trying to make it to hospital to see a loved one, or already late for work. Please keep this in mind on Saturday and do what you do best as football fans: take care of them. Clear their path and make sure they aren't left feeling intimidated, as you would if they were your family." Scenes in Friar Lane as fans celebrated. Image, @OneMadLove, Twitter. Officers will be in the Market Square and Friar Lane areas both during the match and afterwards. I'm sure they will all be hoping for the same outcome as you, so please treat them with respect and enjoy the day in unity, while taking care of yourselves and others. As we approach England's next game, I would urge fans to think carefully about their behavior during and after the match. While we don't want to prevent people from enjoying themselves, criminal damage and antisocial behavior will not be tolerated and could result in you being arrested. We are also urging everyone to drink responsibly. Don't put yourself or others at risk by allowing alcohol to impair your judgment. It's coming home. Memes are taking the internet by storm after England's dramatic World Cup win. Here are the best. Trentbarton declined to comment on the incident on Friar Lane with one of its buses. Fran Loy, stock manager at the Beer on Friar Lane, said it had been carnival atmosphere inside the pub for the Colombia game. He said, "It was electric. The supporters were singing through the game. It was almost as if everyone was at the game. There was anticipation, and then nervousness, and at 90 minutes some people actually left the bar and went into the beer garden before coming back. It was good for the business, if not for the heart. We sold so much beer we've had to order extra supplies for Saturday," he said. Around 4,400 pints of beer and cider were sold, above what would be sold on a busy Saturday night. And he thought the upcoming Saturday afternoon quarterfinal against Sweden would be even busier, as the group game where the most beer was sold was the Sunday 1 p.m. game against Panama. However, he did have one proposed change for the game. "I think Friar Lane should be used as a pedestrian area for an hour after the game," he said. England fans celebrate the penalty shootout win over Colombia in the Sneinton Market fan zone in Nottingham. Image, Dan Westwell. Meanwhile, England's run to the quarter-finals and, hopefully, beyond could be good news for businesses in general, not just pubs and bars. Scott Knowles, chief executive at East Midlands Chamber, Derbyshire, Nottinghamshire, Leicestershire, said, "England's success in the World Cup can have beneficial impact for business. You have the feel-good factor that success on the pitch brings. When people feel good, they achieve more, and, in the workplace, that can lead to increased productivity. They will also, particularly in this glorious weather, be watching matches in their local pubs or buying drinks to have at home, so there will be localized economic benefits," and he said employers should be expected to be flexible in order to help fans watch games. "It's great that England are through to the quarter-finals, and employers have to expect that the closer the national team gets to the final, the stronger the interest will be, so a degree of flexibility over working hours is essential." To minimize potential disruption, firms likely to be affected by the remaining fixtures might be well advised to compile a list of staff willing to work when the match is on and shuffle rotas accordingly.